I'm Isabel Fox. I'm the founder of If Communications, which is a PR agency in London that specialises in corporate and technology with outreach in San Francisco. I started my career after going to university. I went into investment banking, then into financial PR, and then into corporate PR. The main thing is enthusiasm and understanding what the business is. I think my biggest criticism when people turn up is that they haven't done any research of the company and what it actually does. I mean, we obviously get people who are wanting to go into, ideally, corporate PR, and many people turn up and say, so which consumer brands do you work for? And if you've been onto the website or done any research whatsoever, you'd know that we don't work with consumer fashion brands. I actually like to see people quite natural. I have no problem about people turning up in jeans or how they'd want to look. I think for me it's much more getting the realistic personality and the enthusiasm rather than looking at people who are just sort of put into a position of wearing a suit because they feel that they need to. A good CV, to me, needs to have good structure. It needs to bring out the points quickly so that you can understand what you're getting involved with a candidate and what makes them special. Common mistakes on CVs is just not being able to present themselves clearly. So candidates that aren't able to express what they've done and why it's been important and the achievement from it, what result have they got, and just too long. Generally, that's the critical area that I get most fed up with, is just too long without saying much. Being able to choose a career path is incredibly difficult. I'm still not convinced that there are the structures or the organisations around at universities, schools to be able to help. So therefore I think a lot of it's up to the candidates individually to seek as much advice as possible, and to ask friends, to ask family and relatives, about what is a career, what does that actually entail, and to really understand what skills are needed to be good at that career. When you're looking at comparable CVs and you're trying to differentiate between which candidate you want to go for me it all comes down to enthusiasm, willingness to contribute as a team, the drive to succeed. I see a lot of candidates from Oxford and Cambridge who have got fabulous CVs, but what will really stand them apart is just their ability to really get into an entrepreneurial environment and make it work for them. It's thinking outside the box, it's complete dedication, client focus, and a real belief that they don't just deserve a job, that they need to work at it to get them to the higher levels. I studied law and economics. In my team, I've got a PPE graduate from Oxford. I believe it's more about written skills. So any of the sort of histories, Englishes, politics, philosophy, any of those types. I don't particularly look for people that have come from a PR media graduate course. I don't feel that they give candidates the diversity to understand business and wider interests, but I look for people that can learn quickly. To get into PR and to be good at it, you need a real mix of skills. For corporate PR, you've got to understand business, so economics is a big skill to have. You have to be able to write well. Clients won't accept anything which has a spelling or grammar mistake, so writing and writing quickly is a big skill to have. Communication, you're basically sitting in the middle between bloggers and journalists and clients, and you need to be able to handle both of them in a very different way. New business development, being able to win business, pitch to clients. So in a lot of areas, PR has a number of skills which are quite diverse. The one skill I look for from a graduate is the writing. You can teach the rest, but the written skill has to be there from the start. I love Innovate CV because what it's giving is the ability to quickly assess how good a candidate is, to see material and samples of their work. Plus it gives candidates the opportunity to show personality. Personality is so important in PR in any industry. And so being able to see how someone wants to present themselves and how they really think is so important.